Hey guys, welcome to episode number 3 this week. Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac games, guys. After all, it's with our strongest power today. With our 568 mods now, if I'm certain. Now, I'm just coming out of my 31st birthday yesterday, guys, and I will say it was really accomplishing yesterday. But 9 times out of 10, guys, in theory, remember, I still do not feel like I'm pretty much 13 currently, but since I called somebody up yesterday, and not exactly from somebody from the under Facebook, under social media, under Facebook here today, but pretty much anything else, guys, to reassure it and also accompany it and also everything else in balance and also in balance. With views and beliefs, and brings everybody thinking too. To sit down and talk to one of those guys, and talk to one of you guys in the chat this morning. I want to say, guys, my 31st birthday was good. That's all I'm gonna say completely. And to be open and honest too. It all depends if I want to do a YouTube poll or not. I probably won't do a YouTube poll right now. If I would think of something, that would be great. It's something international. But guys, we're on episode number 3 this week of Zodiac Aids. We're gonna kick off with the chat this morning, guys. What's up, Dragon? Sorcery, make a love shout out, Dragon. Well, today's, you guys can wish me a 31 yesterday. So other than that, I always welcome it. To be open and honest and always being truthful all the time, so. As long as it's not being foreseen and also being forgiven or have anything else and everything else being the same and not exactly heard. Or anything else, guys, in between. We also have our love Sorty's Adventures. How you doing, Sorty? How are you? Good to see you back internationally. With our strongest power here today. And also our good people here today. But other guys, everything else was good. Everything else was entertaining. I got some good money coming out of my family yesterday, and other stuff international today. Oh, way too early for you. Can't really complain too much about it, Seth. Well, you see, guys, saw these adventures, and her and I go way back. Honeypeg, what's up? How are you? Belated happy birthday. Thank you, Joyce Europe. How you doing? Thank you. But everything else, guys, will never, ever be set aside as much. As long as we know what's more valuable, what's enjoyable, and that's what, guys, remember, always the space that we use. Anything else, guys, more comfortable, the way it should be. Never ever have any claws in front of us either. As long as we know what can really bring, and also in a position. I'm already going to be on the road, guys, so 32 years old now, by next year. So, but before we get everything else out of the way, guys, I do want to talk about social media first. Social media and also podcast services. As I'm starting to get into, I think from now on, I think every start of the stream. I always want to thank you guys for joining me today, guys, with our strongest power today. Finding one channel instead of 2 channels. With our podcast services, guys, our social media. And what I mean by social media, guys, and that would be, guys, by following it, guys, sharing it, tweeting it out, and doing something that's more thankful for me, thankful for you guys in the chat, under seriousness, a lot of fun, entertainment, popularity, a lot of something stronger and big. With our stronger power, guys, of our community. With our 568 mods of our community. Denise Cortez, how you doing, dearest? Make a love shout out. Ping name Paula. He's actually been one of us for a while too. And yes, guys, our social media and our podcast services with our stronger power. You know, guys like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit, and so much more. But other guys, everything else is always the same. Not exactly heard, not exactly under repeat as much. Everybody's got their own access to this. Lot of loves for hosts. Thank you so much, dears, for doing that with us. Guys, my followers have still been up and down. And pretty much anything else that goes crazy. And never, ever beneath. No transformation, guys. No hanging anything else in return. Brother Woodward, thank you so much for wishing me a belated happy birthday, sir. But I still want help. I always want to help, guys. I always encourage you guys to watch my playlists. Watch everything you guys can really see under my live streams. Have you guys increase my watch hours all the time, and you know, guys, to be open and honest, if you will. Zoe Mayumi, make a love shout out. This is exactly, guys, my third day live streaming this week. Apparently the one that I spoke to, guys, in between today, and also have any plans here today, that really wanted to question me, guys. I told her I said and stated the following, that I'm like, sir, why not? But I've only been live streaming, guys, for the last number of hours this week. You know, guys, I did back-to-back episodes of The Legend of Dragoon, and what's you guys do understand, I will get back to Assassin's Creed Mirage this coming Thursdays. So you guys understand that's going to be my next stream right there. And pretty much not exactly fortunate or unfortunate, to be honest. What's up, Dayros? Make a love shout out to you, my good man. How are you? Now, if you guys have not checked him out, I've known Dayros for a while. He's a very nice dude. He's pretty much a nice guy, and I don't think a lot of us know how to take no for an answer. But nothing's ever final, guys, if that's your final answer. Guys, so I have Love's Melody, make love shout out, dearest. How are you? Cannot really change the bet. Cannot really astonish as much, guys. With my strongest power here today. All we can think about, guys, is how long is it going to take for me to be 32 by then. Well, my followers have been a little more up and down, Melody. It's only prior to the stupid YouTube updates. I mean, with and without question here today, so, I do not think everything else will be swinking all the time. But keeping everything else aware and also incoming in return. We also have, Lalap, how you doing, sis? Make a lot of shout out. Khalees Julie, she's been around with us for a while too. Way before the stupid AdSense started appearing. But everything else is more surrounding. Pretty much gift to gab, like I said, guys, views and beliefs. Your channel was 32K for 2 years happy. Oh wow. Well, Melody, I don't think you ever told me that, to be honest, but congratulations, by the way. Joe Miguel, how you doing? Make a little shout out to you, brother. How are you? Well, guys, as far as what we're doing today on Zodiac Games this morning, Karen Young, how you doing? I do want to encourage you guys to help me with my followers, views, thumbs up, and a lot of my watch hours going on. I mean, I don't think you guys will exactly have no same on it, or have anything else without a shadow of a doubt today. But let me tell you guys what came out of yesterday. I understand, Melody. I mean, my true love and I, we had I mean, to be open and honest, we had a good amount of fun yesterday. I was hoping one person would really come and join us for dinner last night. Zamzi, I am playing Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac games, my brother. Thank you for listening in return. What's up, Tucson? How are you, sir? As long as my throat is not going to be extra, pretty much exactly up and down again. Samantha, Team Cult, how you doing? Mega love South Town. And also please, man. There's that cough, guys. As long as it's not a crucial time or pretty much a bad time to use it. Thank you, Karen. So are you guys able to help me with my watch hours more? Well, guys, the most important thing with our strongest power to talk about today is my watch hours and my followers. If a lot of you guys can do that in the chat, that would be great. I mean, I can use a lot of that note to self and also a lot of anything that's much more in control and also watchable and no problems to really bring in. But never hooked on a feeling. Love ups, Karen. Young, what can you possibly do for us? Anything? I mean, I doubt a couple of people on Facebook would try to do anything. I mean, not as much as I would like, or people would have no guilty pleasure, or no problems to really surround anything, but I know a lot of you guys can do something right now. I mean, what about followers, Karen? So I say K Young, if you don't mind. You know what they say, guys? Seeing is believing. We always want to see something the way it is. And doing something that's more comfortable, entertainable, watchable, a lot of popularity and energy of our strongest power of our community. Well, I mean, the one that I talked to on Facebook this week, I did talk to Sister Eaton, guys coming in of our strongest power yesterday. And I know a lot of you guys are always aware. I have a few guys, you guys remember I don't live stream on Wednesdays and Fridays. So that way I can just relax, have some time to maybe get some sleep for a while. But I mean, yeah guys, every Wednesdays and Fridays completely. But 9 times out of 10, everything else would be under and maybe under availability. Pretty much anything else to really navigate, and pretty much everything else to begin with here today. Well, Carrie Young, that's a long story. I mean, just to really reassure everything, occupy anything, and also it's pretty much always stupid. It's always stupid YouTube. Well, apparently it's always stupid YouTube. Well, apparently I don't think a lot of people was happy with me or having something pride to it. Or anything, or have everything or anything to deal with anything joyful. But if you guys think about it, as long as people are not calling each other a liar as much, apparently I have to wait another couple of weeks to pretty much get back to my second monetization again. So I did call somebody up under Facebook. Called her up at the end of my 31st birthday, guys. And she said that if that really appears, she told me to have me keep on checking my YouTube channel and see if I can requalify again. Well, Carrie Young, I'm pretty sure you've had that the same as I did. I mean, everybody's got the same thing possible and doing what they're pretty much able to do. And remember, guys, you do it because you're driven. That's the important thing off the bat. Thank you, Sister Karen. What can you do about my followers? I mean, YouTube just wants to update itself and update itself all the time. Is there anything we could possibly do? Or the KB team can do something for me? I mean, there's gonna be something with energy in the air. Thank you, Dan, my brother. Well, it's actually my belated birthday after I turned 31 yesterday. I mean, yes and no, my vocal cords are a little bit deeper. I mean, my true love was mentioning a little bit of that yesterday. But nothing else to really reassure. Never have something to pronounce, guys. And yes, guys, the space that we use. Well, guys, as far as where we're heading right now, I'm going to... Well, basically, guys, we want to go back to the waterway. I think we came to the wrong direction here today. Zam says, do you use walkthrough for 12? Or is it still not exact for 12? Well, Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac games. Well, apparently they came out with Final Fantasy 12 first. Back on the PS2 back in the day. I do know that Xbox came around to bring this 12th installment back then. But according to the people, according to a lot of people that were speculating, I mean, honestly, if you think about it, I mean, Zodiac games has been around for a long time. And you guys can bet your ass they have, because, I mean, remember guys, I've been a huge RPG fan ever since I was a kid. Ever since playing the PS1 back then, playing Mario and Luigi under Nintendo back then. A lot of historic stuff back then, great stuff back then, fine stuff, good stuff back then today, and pretty much plans here today. If you guys remember, Final Fantasy got started back in the 1980s, according to one of the best music composers, and that is always, guys, Nobuo Uematsu. Because, he's always been famous with every single music number. And everything else according to his plans. And according to everything else he's ever done for us. And the way Square Enix did so much for him. Zam says, have I played Herzog Zui? No, because, I mean, what is exactly, Herzog?
It's an old game.
Is it on the PSP? Is it on the PlayStation? Is it on the same on the PC? Or, I mean, do we know exactly what kind of game that is? I mean, I'm not completely 100% sure. Oh, it's coming out of Sega. Okay. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think I've ever heard of reviews for the game. I mean, do we know how long that game's been out for? I mean, my guess is probably over 30 plus years, maybe. I mean, I may or may not be wrong. I mean, if I probably had to guess, guys, I mean, that game itself's been around for a long time. I mean, not to mention anything else in possession either. So honestly, guys, if you think about it, you're talking about an older game, a big game, international game. You guys remember playing any game that's been around for ages? Always a lot of fun, guys, for ages. And for years, and also past and present to come. I mean, who remembers playing Kid Icarus? Kid Icarus, guys, was also Nintendo. And that was exactly around back in the 1990s or 80s. Now, most of those games, guys, like say, for example, Mega Man. I have a pick, guys, Mega Man and a lot of those games from Sega, they absolutely did a great job by making them. With the visual effects and the gameplay. A lot of that had to be summoned, guys, and bring every single attention. Alright, guys, speaking of attention today, if you guys are here and want to catch more Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac games every Tuesday mornings, guys. Any game I do, guys, for 95 plus. That game really and always gets the resolution. And guys, any game I do for 95 plus, this game is one of them. And yes, guys, this game is responsible. You know, guys, to take over and take out and return. Instead of taking on law enforcement, repeatedly going back to back or something. Nothing else would really be crossed before. I guess, guys, sending delivered too. Zam Pula, making a shout out, dearest. How are you? It all depends if I'm gonna get something hot or healthy today. More to have something to benefit, and there we go, guys. We finally reached the other side of the waterway. There we go, guys, with our strongest power this morning. But honestly, guys, it really depends on it. Oblivion, I have, buddy. I haven't played Elder Scrolls Oblivion in a long time. But I'm not 100% sure when Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out, though. I mean, that stuff won't be out for a long time. I mean, at least for a while, at least. I sadly don't know if it's going to be coming out of Gamescom or not this year. Because you guys don't know, Gamescom won't be... I mean, Gamescom should not have any problems or pretty much whereabouts anytime soon. I mean, do I know the answer if we know something about... I mean, what we're looking at today? Like I said, I have no clue. I have not have any exception or any clues about that yet. It all depends whatever comes out of it. Well, hold on, guys. I'm gonna go and get that treasure now. We got 22Z. By the way, guys, speaking of other stuff today, all you guys need to do to help our strongest power, to get to the followers and the stuff that we're gonna get back to and also hang tough on. Elsa, I mean, Eliza, make a love shout out, but, partner, how are you? I mean, he knows what our strongest power can really be benefiting and also taking on, to be honest. That's all it can really take in and balance. What all you guys need to do, guys, is like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. Candy Warrior, make a love shout out, brother, how you doing? As long as we're not looking at Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry, guys, with Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood, guys, he's 94 years old now. His ass is about to be done and retire. That's all I'm gonna say right now. It may or may not be exactly simple or according to any ideas for it. But it all depends what that can really bring in. But all you guys need to do, guys, is like it, support it, tweet out, and follow it by liking and sharing the stream. Like and share the stream, guys, like and share the stream. And if there's anything at all you guys really want to encourage the others to do, with our strongest power here today, or fun stuff here today, and pretty much anything else to talk about today. What you guys should always do, you guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. We also have, guys, exactly our Senor Montefouquet. Montefouquet, guys, he's not exactly strange, he's a very good guy. I mean, he's pretty much never mysterious. It never has anybody being mistaken all the time. But Montefouquet, thank you for coming in, brother. Thank you, sir. And always standing by with us. But yeah, guys, remember guys, like and share the stream. Hit that like button, support button, and comment. And what is the biggest info? The biggest importance, guys, towards our stronger power, but most likely our strongest power, to I get assets back in order. And that is, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. Always, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. With our strongest power, filled with entertainment, fun, and laughingness. Great stuff to really hang in the balance. Vaughn is now level 5, guys. He's at 183 maximum. I always welcome it, guys, and have something to reassert for it. And I do too, to be honest. But yeah, guys, the awesome and creative, have a lot of popularity, entertainment, great stuff to have an edge to, make it pretty good, not exactly ever bad enough, make it preparing. And yes, guys, now it's just power. Well, we meet and greet, guys, with fun people, great people, exciting people. I know on social media as much as we can. Well, Taurus, make a love shout out, brother. Thank you for coming in today. I mean, you're looking at a host that's 31 years old this year. Recently just turned 31 yesterday. And that's me, guys, with our strongest power. Always the one and only to really combine it. And yes, guys, now it's just power. With our 568 mods in total. And pretty much not going exactly wet or dry. Oh, nice 2-hit combo, guys, by Vaughn. Look at this. So, Lynn, thank you for coming in today. How are you? Excuse me. But no worries. No worries to really combine or try to have any, pretty much any egos or misplacing everything in general. But anytime we manage, guys, to find people, have great people, exciting people, all we need to do, guys, with our social media and our social podcast services, all we gotta do, guys, is not exactly steal the show, but obtain what we have in general. Having suitable games, entertainment, strongest power that we've built, guys, since day one, and everything else, guys, from the ground up, and pretty much making worthwhile and exciting. All we need to do, guys, is follow it and always share it. And pretty much have anything else with a time capsule on Twitter, guys, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit. And someone that would really, really help us out as much as anything else. So speaking of everything else, guys, and everything in a tall order. Been on YouTube for almost exactly 8 years. So remember, guys, remember to always mark your calendars on July 30th for the upcoming month here today. After we get way ahead, guys, during this month of June, and have anything else to have salutation on it, and get someone that's more to really listen in and also have something to live by, miss it, and pretty much have anyone else, guys, to drive right away. It's like if you miss it, it's like if you come by it, you might miss it. That's the only thing. But no worries to really execute or prevent. It's kind of, I mean, you talk about, guys, prevent war on pretty much Orion's Belt for Men in Black. I did watch a little bit of Men in Black yesterday for exactly going to sleep last night, so no worries. That's all I could really take in, and I have a lot of refreshments. And also, guys, being on YouTube and Twitter for almost completely 6 years. But it's been 5.5 today, guys. And pretty much of our friends here today with our strongest power in hand. So, guys, 5.5 years completely for both of those apps, guys, under social media today. And 7.5 for YouTube. And also, guys, my Constance and I, my future fiance and I, over 7 years combined. Every single night to sign, guys, every single dance or prom. Having a lot of time. I mean, we had a good amount of time together yesterday. So, but 9 times out of 10, guys, we were still exactly tired after a while. But apparently, guys, my true love asked me, according to my work schedule for this week. You guys do recall, I do go back to work after tomorrow. Guys, I go back on Thursday, which is 2 to 7. And then my butt's gonna be tired on Saturday. Since, sadly, I'm not gonna be at some sort of a romantic but a fun date coming out of a festival here in the state. And I told her, I said, I'm sorry, but everybody knows the answer to this. They have a lot of accomplishments to answer to it. I mean, towards everything else in between. But I told her, I said, I always want the money. and I need the money as much as anything else can afford and benefit. But speaking of our strongest power, guys, we're still going to be encouraging to get married soon. Her and I will be connecting with one of her parents soon, and we're going to get something more and more under control very soon. I don't know when that's going to be, guys. Hopefully sometime this year. When we get the time and also gather... Always, exactly, guys, gather info and pretty much something with an opportunity. What lies ahead. Well, guys, that's going to be the end of social media to begin every single 24/7 in a daily morning, perhaps. We're going to talk about Steam, guys, in the next 15 to 17 minutes this morning. But other than that, guys, I had a good 31st birthday yesterday. And 9 times out of 10, guys, it was righteous. Not exactly asking for coffee. Or, it's like if people can get something. It's like if people can have chocolate or rack of lamb. I would say I would almost be flattered and maybe have something tasty. And have something preparing. Senor Village Food, make a love shout out, brother. How you doing? Make a love shout out to you, Village Food. How are you, brother? Almas, how you doing? Good to see you. Fatima. As long as it's not, looking to see if we got bubbles. You know, bubblegum or... making so it's not the same thing at the same time. And I have a lot of energy in this room, guys, with our strongest power today. And I have a lot of access and something unlockable. But other guys, I mean, like I said, my 31st birthday was exactly good from the ground up. I did leave a couple things at my Two Loves place. I mean, my Musketeers place last night, and I told her, I said I'm gonna go back to her place for a couple hours tonight before we get back to cheer practice here tomorrow. But tomorrow's already Wednesday, so we're gonna have no problems to really bring in from top to bottom, and have something to really bring in. I mean, I understand you miss Vice City Village Food, Senor, but I haven't had a lot of fun with the damn thing in a while. I mean, that's why I haven't played the game, due to the fact with the chat boxes. I mean, the chat boxes got into my skin, and it sort of bothered me since I could not read any super chats or a lot of stuff coming at me. I could not read a single damn thing, guys, under chat boxes. They were exactly disabled back then. And also with a lot of friends missing. So, I could not read anything. They have a lot of proof, guys, just like everybody else does. Being squat and also being shattered. But other guys, my two love and I, we pretty much had Arby's for dinner last night, and everything else was a little more romantic. It was cozy. No problems to go private or ballistic as much. Yeah, guys, it was a good 31st birthday yesterday. So I also had some cans coming at me, a couple shirts, and I was hoping this one parent could really have something together. Well, apparently Village Food is it's probably gonna be taking a while before I get back to the landscape going forward. It's still gonna be a while, fellas. No worries. We're gonna have something with no supply and no supply whatsoever. No, thank you, Village Food. I mean, remember, guys, the most important thing that we want to do on the channel. I always want to advise you guys to increase my watch hours and my followers. I mean, even though YouTube has always been updating, that does not exactly mean we're out of order. That does not mean we're out of the game either. That's never been the answer to the question, or pretty much benefiting to the question. That's more suitable to the status. So, and to be open and honest, truthfully. So like I said, our stuff is not going anywhere. We always want to prove something differently, as long as we have something spot on. Now, speaking of everything else, guys, now Vertigo Live I would, but I do not have much going on today. I mean, honestly, no. I probably do not. I do know, guys, a couple people are going to somewhere fun later, and pretty much coming up tonight. But apparently, guys, my Musketeer's got something going on later on here today, as far as I know. She's got to work at the. She probably has to. 9 times out of 10, she's got to work at the Civic Center this morning, and then after she gets done tonight, my True Love my Musketeer we might have 2 hours tonight, as long as she does not have to do any errands. We did do a couple errands yesterday when I was with them, but don't have a sense then to accompany it. So yeah, I don't know. But if I had to guess that we're having extra time together tonight, before we get back to cheerleading tomorrow, I would maybe hope so. I would probably hope so, but it all depends, guys. As long as we know not to get our butts tired, everything else in title. Hey, make a love shout out. Hey, life reality. That's why I say it's Sister Eden. How you doing? Well, a lot of loves. I still need help with my butt right now because my followers have still been going up and down, up and down. And actually, I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed it. But that's gonna be a long story. But Sister Eden, I'm still been above stupidity. I still remember the highest I've ever had on the channel. But like I say, guys, YouTube always wants to update itself. Always want to have something terrific on it. Can we steal something with this rat? Well, like I said, my server's been pretty good. Belated birthday, thank you, loves. I really need a lot of. I always have a lot of appreciation with that in hand. But other than that, guys, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed or watched. According to the movies that were in theaters for the last number of weeks or so, I have a lot of appreciation, guys, for this month here in July. Here in the month of June today. I did talk with Sister Eden under a Facebook call a couple of times, and coming out of after my 31st birthday, guys, yesterday. Apparently, according to the box office earnings, you guys understand that the way, you guys remember Doom Part 2, the reason we had Timothy Matati, Zodiac Coleman, and the one that recently played as Aquaman, by the name of Jason Momoa, to be honest with you guys. Jason Momoa behind Aquaman back then, and also doing number 2. Apparently, guys, the earnings between both movies. That's what I got. That's right, exactly. And basically, I was looking at the box office all-time earnings right now, and the earnings between Doom Part 2, guys. If you guys remember having something with the sum of it, and also adding addition after addition, number to number. Apparently, guys, the movies itself did very good. Now, let me start with Doom 2 first. So, Doom Part 2, guys, with Awakening here today, it did surpass $700 million. So, ever since, according to the box office, apparently, guys, Doom Part 2, actually, no, Inside Out 2 did much better than it really did. So, apparently, guys, I was looking at the box office earnings a couple days ago, to appreciate the facts, guys, in reality. Coming here in the state of Ohio, guys, of the United States, however. But to begin with, guys, with a lot of movies that jump in and jump out. Well, guys, Vaughn, another level up, guys, for Vaughn today. But apparently, guys, according to the box office today, with a lot of earnings together, apparently, guys, the movies itself, Inside Out 2, did recently surpass But the movie itself, guys, the sequel to Inside Out. Damn, guys. Apparently, according to the earnings, I was looking at the numbers between both movies, and I told my two love guys, and I told Sister Eden about this week. I told her, I said, I understand the movie was really good to its pretty much with apropos, guys, and everything else in general for the movies. But it should never be exactly accurate. It should never be decent. It should be much more better and strongly good, rather. But apparently, guys, according to the earnings, Inside Out 2 did surpass the all-time earnings of being exact, guys, the highest grossing movie of this year. That's what, guys, coming out of summer. Summer did start, guys, almost last week. So during this time, guys, and during a lot of period of time, if you think about it, otherwise than that, currently, apparently, guys, not exactly only Dune Part 2 is in the 700s and the millions column here today, but also the other movie, guys, that did reach it is Inside Out 2. And like I said, guys, Inside Out 2 is a good, people enjoy the movie and really like the movie as a comedy, family type of movie time period. With the two movies itself in hand, between companies, guys, for example, 21st Century Fox, and also, Lucasfilm did not make both of those movies. So, they did not have the atmosphere or the energy to bring partnership to that in reality. But if we talk about both of those movies, both of them, guys, both Inside Out 2 today, and yes, guys, both that movie and the other one, Inside Out 2, people are really enjoying it. From what I've heard, guys, I did recently check out recent update with the movie back then today, after having the movie reviews in total. So basically, guys, Inside Out 2, it is at, the earnings, guys, in total. Not according to Doom Part 2's earnings, but according to the box office totals. Apparently, guys, the totals, guys, La Love's Melody, for example. Apparently, guys, Inside Out 2, it's almost about, it's nearly reaching $725 million right now, so. And everything else, guys, is pretty much astounding. I understand, both of those movies are very, very astounding. I have never, like I said, guys, I hardly have not seen both of these movies, but they know how to carry out really good in style. So I don't know. A lot of those movies have been really good. If they're gonna be nominated this year, there's a possibility. I don't see anything else being wrong with any of it. Well, no problem to go with that in hand. Sahi, how you doing? Oh, Satsi, make a lot of shout out to us. That's why we had super chat, by the way. And I was asking if you want to help me with my watch hours and followers this week. But until I get my incense built, until I get my ingredient back in, guys, for what do you call it, the other one we can cook. Remember, guys, the main focus from now on, until I get my incense back in order. Remember, guys, the main focus is watch hours and followers. I don't know if my Lumps is going to be helping me, guys, and that would be Gangsman Sale. If that's exactly going to be a tall order, I don't see that being a bad idea at all. But we want to have something suitable as much as we can, more entertainable by bringing refreshments after refreshment, if we can. But other guys, I had a good night's sleep, and I was waiting for my two love to call me back yesterday. I did not hang up on it this time. And being like one of the puppets from Jeff Dunham, to be honest. By not hanging up anybody else entirely. But other than that, guys, I had a good 31st birthday yesterday, and it was slightly a little extra better than last year. At least for so. Julia, shout out, how you doing? Always sticking around with us today. Absolutely. But now, guys, everything else will be in tall order. We gotta gear up, guys, for my 32nd birthday next year. I don't know what's gonna come out of it for sure, but I was asking Constance, my future fiance Musketeer, guys, what she's gonna be buying me for next year's birthday. And apparently, guys, she has not exactly said anything. I'm like, she said the following, guys. She said that it's for me to know and for you to find out. I'm like, really? Okay. But you know, guys, patience is always a virtue. You never know what you'll expect on a birthday, as long as you're happy of what you really get. That's all that matters, guys. As long as people are happy with what they get, never develop a frowny face, but have a lot of gathering. And a lot of help, too, if we look at it. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take out these stupid rats again. As long as they were calling out Rocky Balboa, challenging Apollo Creed. Rest in peace, Carl Weathers, by the way. But other guys are taking on the Russian, putting with Dolph Lundgren, guys, Dolph Lundgren and the fourth Rocky. So, and having his Uncle Paulie over the years, and so much more to handle. But like I said, guys, I'm a bit tired, but can't really complain off the bat either. Excuse me. Now, as far as what's going on today, guys, well, like I say earlier, I'll say it again. My two love's gonna work on today, down in the community center, aka Civic Center. And then, well, she's not going grocery shopping until the upcoming weekend. And my two love's gonna be having something fun with face painting at a festival on on Saturday. But the question that came to mind, guys, about our pizza, she was talking about if I was thinking about if she wanted me to, do a picnic with my two love on Friday night. I told her, I said, well, I told her, I said, I am off Friday, but sadly I have to work Saturday. So, my two love was asking, it sucks for me that I have to do 12 to 7. I'm like, I need most of the money for our pizza, for my money in the bank checks every 2 weeks, and have something to stand up for. Alright, guys, we're now at the cutscene this time. People are having a celebration today. Now when I turn 30, when involving these characters. Now, these characters, guys, are gonna really surprise you. You got you guys know who these other two characters are. My weapon may be armed, or my name's not Balthier. Guys, the one on the right is Fran, and also Balthier. Balthier is one of my biggest favorites ever since Final Fantasy Tactics. Ever since Final Fantasy Tactics War in the Lines. But I haven't played the blast out of that game in a while. I kid you guys not. I haven't played the shit out of it in a long time. You know, guys, when someone gets somewhere to prepare, with a lot of energy and no remorse, as long as it's always having sort of like everybody else, can really bring in and something old to new. It will never ever be squat to them. It never would be, guys, and it never ever brought to our attention. It's like if people want their attention, I would say people, you guys, we have it now. As long as power's got your attention. So guys, we also got the map for this Royal Palace, where we got time and also achieving. So guys, speaking of achieving today, we're about to get ready to talk about Steam today. So guys, if you're into any games that you're hungry for, you're gonna entertain yourself for, have a lot of gathering for, have a lot of co-op games that call your name, a lot of excellent gameplay you guys can look into today, and pretty much with a lot of people that you guys can interact here today. If you guys are looking to occupy beginner's luck, fun times, pretty much have new memories with games, and yes guys, modification, downloadable content for games, and to any purposes, to any games you guys really want to buy, and really want for guys, any anniversary for a game here today, great stuff. You guys can really jump into switching gears, something perfect, excellent. Have something with your own gaming reviews, and some of your own gameplay or previews. Something you guys can really instruct the others to do. All you guys need to do is go on to Steam. So guys, if you're into any RPGs, music, and also sports, the band you guys should talk to is the voice you're hearing. Helping on Song is Power. It's encouraging you guys to really increase his watch hours and the followers, to be completely honest and brilliant, and so much excellency, guys. And that's me, guys. My name on Steam is Zach Dawson. That's why, guys, Zach Dawson 93. If you guys hardly have nothing you'll hardly have nothing to lose. So, like I said, there's a lot of games that people can prepare, have a lot of stuff to really share for today, and also have a lot of fantastic stuff, guys, and benefiting the way a lot of you guys see fit all the time. So there's a lot of stuff you guys can really benefit, but you never ever, well, you guys will never know what will come out of it. Can never be hidden, guys, or be silent. I've been on Steam, guys, for over 3 years. I tell you guys repeatedly, I'm never escaping without Steam. Never ever escaping you guys out of the way as such. As long as we know exactly what we're doing, keep everything else energetic, having no problems or mistakes to anything. DM Vlog, make a left shout out, brother. Thank you for putting the thumbs up today on the stream. By helping and coexisting on Strongest Power today too. But yeah, more energy, guys, more being focused, and doing what we gotta do to help each other out. So, Lynn Rivera, thank you once again. And also enjoyable to watch too. So guys, we run into the soldier just now. He said he wants us to really do something else elsewhere for the time being. I'm like, okay, no worries. But speaking of other stuff, guys, you guys can play any games you want. Have a lot of fun stuff that you really want to talk about, benefit, and have a lot of anything else to really have your mind blowing. And having your eyes be shocking or surprising. Whatever the games you guys can really be astounded to. And having open ears to get to anything you guys haven't jumped into yet. Or ever crossed before yet. But other guys, you're welcome to buy any games you want. The only thing, guys, you guys can buy games with is Steam gift cards. So guys, Steam is pronounced as STEAM CIFT CARD. CARD, guys, after Steam gift card today. With our strongest power here today, also. On a recommending morning, perhaps. But other guys, there's a lot of games to really find. But if you guys want to put the starting amounts to bidding, and not exactly playing a lot of poker and whatnot, what you guys can do, guys, is put amounts on the Steam cards, and based on your account, to circulate it. So you guys can go after $20 on Steam, $50 on Steam, and you heard me right, guys, $100, guys, on the Steam. So that way you guys can get yourselves promoted and get everything else started. A lot of preparations you guys can start with. And a lot of purchases that you guys can really astound yourselves with, be happy with, and have something to talk about too. When you guys have something alarming. What about strongest power to really handle otherwise? So guys, speaking of games that are energetic, and something to really find from the ground up, if you guys are starting to any games that are in possession, you'd also have to really think about and have a lot of strategy and have something to think about when you guys get the time and whatever games you guys want to buy first. If you guys are into role-playing games, you guys understand I've been a huge Damsel Distress fan since I was a kid, without any interruptions with games in total. So like I said, guys, I've been doing RPGs since I was a kid. If you guys are into Final Fantasy, always Assassin's Creed, guys. you guys can start pre-ordering the new Assassin's Creed Shadows right now. So if you guys want to have your time and have your freedom, you guys can go after the new Assassin's Creed Shadows this year. That game, guys, will not be coming out till September 6th by then. I still wanna buy the damn thing. Wanna buy the damn game by then. And also, guys, go after another pre-order game. You guys can really pretty much read in front instead of going from behind, guys. And that is, guys, the new game, guys, from Hideo Kojima's company. Best known, guys, for Death Stranding. And being done with other games in general. The game I'm talking about, guys, is the new Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater remake this year. Now, if GameStop knows what they're talking about, which I know they're pretty much making their names clear, we're probably still going to get the game, guys, on November 17th this year. You guys remember what I told you much earlier yesterday when I was on a Facebook call? During the end of last night, I stated the following, that those are probably going to be the only two games I probably will only get under pre-order coming up here today. But as of right now, not yet. But as long as we keep everything else occupied and under control, everything is going to be fine and pretty much on the square root. Like I said, I've been a huge fan of RPGs since I was a kid. I love them, I enjoy them. I'm never ever going to be escaping to, guys, with Final Fantasy, and pretty much something to take care of too. So we'll see what happens. I mean, like I said, guys, there's a lot of stuff to really serve for, and also really prepare to get everybody else to try.
Over here.
Guys, Vaughn is trying to call the servant. Now's our chance, guys, to get ourselves prepared. Well, we're gonna be doing much more stuff than this, guys. Every Tuesday mornings for 95 plus. And it comes to sneaking by a soldier. Now, speaking of other soldiers, guys, if you guys are in the sports games, I do want to jump in much more about baseball today too. So if you guys are into any sports games, if you guys are pre-ordering the new Assassin's Creed Shadows this year, pre-ordering the new,
Over here!
Well, thank you, Vaughn, for the warning.
Hey, Buckethead!
Alright, guys, he calls the soldiers Buckethead and other names as well. That's to really surpass and get people's attention. Well, I mean, we're trying to get to... So, guys, we want to try to get to the treasury door, so we can really occupy and, get the ball. I mean, the first timer, guys, a friend in Baltimore.
Over here!
Baltimore knows how to use a weapon. I mean, a stronger weapon you'd think he doesn't use. But guys, speaking of sports games, if any of you guys want to have a lot of fun in the air, and spread a lot of performances and excitement, you guys can go after any sports games. You're really looking to tear us. For example, guys, if you're into baseball, racing, tennis, golf, football, basketball, if you guys really want to have yourselves a lot of fun, have something to think about too. Thank you, Cecil Eden. I always keep your enthusiasm with me. As long as power can get to that and really have our voice be heard all the time.
Hey, Buckethead!
And keeping everything entertainable and having a lot of listening ears. Well, guys, we're gonna talk about baseball quickly. I recently just got done playing Game 16 of my 2006 Cardinals replay campaign.
Over here!
Me and Cardinals did beat we finally did upset the Cubs over the weekend. So guys, it was me and Cardinals were now 5-11. So we're finally trying to get back to winning. I mean, we pretty much, me and Cardinals, we won 2 consecutive games right now. Soldiers, you're acting like there's something not going on. I've been pretty much, guys, being stupid and strange between the soldiers. I mean, what I'm doing, guys, I'm trying to get their attention.
Over here.
So that way I can have, I could probably get something to get their attention and also, have a little more shortcut to shortcut. Well, guys, we want to use one or two crescent stones here. Now, the thing about the crescent stone, we're just going down looking at the honk signet. Now, speaking of other stuff, guys, baseball has been doing good for me. I did finish off game opening day with my 2011 Brewers replay. So I'm doing something closer with that, with cards and dice with that in hand. Doing Digital Diamond Baseball version 11. I mean that's still been a lot of fun for me. So I'm not gonna be stopping playing that regardless. But my major, you guys remember, guys, 9 times out of 10, the major focus for me is to see if I can get see if I can get all Cardinals in my 2006 Cardinals replay campaign. If I can get all Cardinals to get to the playoffs this year on that side of the park, baseball 25. But after 16 games, guys, Reno Cardinals, we won 2 consecutive games. I got myself, guys, and our Cardinals winning 2 straight. Guys, we wiped the Pirates in the last game of a 3-game series, 7-0 last week. And then and then me and our Cardinals, then I got myself, guys, and our Cardinals, we slice and dice the Cubs by upset. So the final score, guys, it was me and our Cardinals 10, and the Cubs 4. Their record is 11-4. My record is 5-. I have a 5-11 record after 16 games that I've got for me and our Cardinals. I might do game 17 later on today, if I can continue my winning and get another win for me and our Cardinals. We got 2 more games with the Cubs, guys, and then the Pirates start calling my name, start calling my 2006 Cardinals replay campaign, and then let's see if I can focus to keep the winning streak going for me and our Cardinals, if that's the case. But it all depends how tired I'm gonna be today too. We'll see what happens. But alright, guys, that's good. That's sports for you. And if there's any game that you guys could really start reasoning with,
Hello.
and have something more to prepare for, you guys can buy any games you want when you need them, want them, and want to have your attention be heard, your voices be heard. My name, guys, is Zach Dawson 93. And if there's anything you guys really want to talk about, any games in general for it, anything that's really wanna surprise you, just remember, guys, you guys could always buy Steam gift cards. You guys want to have the chance and buy them. Not exactly have anything else ready towards your, pretty much anything else to your attention. I mean, we always got people's attention when we get an opportunity for people. For me, guys, myself, and also you guys. If there's any recommending. Well, guys, speaking of recommending, remember, guys, with our strongest power always being the same. Remember, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. Remember, guys, love, support, and respect is always the key. Always see awesome and creative, a lot of entertainment, popularity, a lot of energy to steal the cell, maybe. Whatever crosses our paths. We always have something to agree with. And yes, guys, knowledge is power.
Hello.
Knowledge is power all the time. Well, remember, guys, like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. Or it's like and share the stream, guys. Like and share the stream. Like and share the stream, guys. Like and share the stream. Like and share the stream. Meet and greet. I do want to talk about my athletics, as I normally do. Even though I'm still topping on followers all the time, but nothing else will ever cut in half. I mean, it's what YouTube is. But I will not exactly, guys.
Hey, Buckethead.
I'm not going to be dropping above 200,000 followers this time. Because that's a lot of hard days' work. Not a lot of boosting in hand, but we're trying to do something to always stand and have something to prepare for. But never ever cross paths. As long as there's nothing compared to it or combining it. Alright guys, so for our strongest power, so guys, let me lay it out for you. Where I'm at today, so guys, the only two I can really read, I'm at, so guys, I'm gonna start with views. I'm at 77.6 under viewership. Number 2, watch hours, I'm at 3,200. But I think we're gonna get up from that, for sure. And if I hand against guys, there's a good chance and a good possibility right there. So I do not think there's gonna be any violating for that matter. As far as I know, to be honest.
Over here.
I mean, as far as I know, yes. I do not think there's gonna be any separating or breaking everything else in half or throwing stuff in half. I think we're gonna be just fine. I mean, that's always according to our strongest power, especially in life reality. She's always gonna make sure, guys, that our followers keep on preventing. As long as we do something more with more live streaming. Guys, the more people live stream and watch our playlists, for our watch hours and followers, the more we really increase it. The more we accomplish everything, guys. That's all that matters. But speaking of anything else, guys, to sponsor it and take in, Morning Mike Tina, make love shout out, partner, how are you? Well, guys, speaking of other stuff, we really want someone, guys, or a signal to see if we can interact with an emblem. And we can really take something to take care of. We can always open self up and have something together. As much as anything else can go privately. But remember, guys, like and share the stream, meet and greet, guys, and what we do with our strongest power. Increase watch hours, followers, thumbs up, and all that fun stuff. All we need to do, guys, is we watch videos in full. Guys, watch that video in full as much as you can. Like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. Our podcast service, guys, our podcast services, and a lot of fun stuff to entertain it, and give it the popularity it needs. You know, guys, like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit. And always something much more than that that's more worthy. Well, guys, we're going to talk about in-gaming news today. Today's date, guys, it is after my 31st birthday today, guys. June 25th of this month, guys, on a Tuesday morning, with our strongest power being welcomed, 2024. So, guys, I'm going to start in-gaming news in a second. But I do want to hear what you guys really think all the time. Have something without any vanquishing all the time. And always having something to prepare all the time. And always having access to this. Always having stuff being heard. Jamila, shout out, how you doing, dearest? Thank you for coming along and coming by with us. As long as nothing else would really be private or whatever is in the items or something rare or whatever's got a really color names. Well, guys, let's see what we got for in-gaming news today. I'm gonna be refreshing IGN.com now. I always want to refresh everything before we get ourselves down. Not to have any problems or sunny remarks to anything. Moaz Kalarman, how you doing? Shout out. Always making a little shout out to you, dearest. How are you? And always welcoming it all the time. For final translation and satisfaction. Whatever we can really stand and deliver. So, alright, guys, let's see what we got today. You know, guys, if I was hoping to get a, maybe get a YouTube poll for you guys, that would be great. But I've never ever thought of anything in a while. So that almost does explain it. Oh, guys, speaking of explaining stuff, for in-gaming news today, guys, with our strongest power always being summoned. Let's get right to it. So, guys, let's get right to it today. We're going to begin with in-gaming news with the Midnight Society. So in order to maintain, guys, our principles and standards. As a studio and individuals, people cannot do this stuff alone. Despite the fact when it comes to doing other stuff, to really doing stuff on your own without having any help normally. You guys always want to have volunteers to help each other out. And what I mean by that, guys, a gentleman, I mean a disrespectful gentleman, goes by the name of Dr. Disrespect, guys. Remember, guys, Midnight Society today. He does recently give the info today. I mean about today. He does recently have a duel, guys, with co-founder Dr. Disrespect, guys, in the wake of Twitch ban allegations. I do want to jump a little bit about this quickly. I don't want us to have to make sure there's not any disagreeing to the environment as much, or hyperventilating as much. Libby, how are you, dearest? How are you? Make a love shout out, by the way. And keeping everything else colorful too. I always welcome that at any time. Anytime there's a lot of preparations, have something much more strong suit. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to do something with views, thumbs up, and followers. There we go. You want to talk about hopefully? Hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, guys, I do want to jump into this. Actually, I'm not going to read what's going on with Dr. Disrespect. I mean, it's only him and him alone. And whatever Twitch is probably doing for him, and not doing something otherwise to really prevent anything. No problems to disagree with a lot of people, or people in the studio, or people in a record store, or a gaming store, guys, like GameStop. I've been to GameStop ever since I was a kid. As long as people don't get each other wrong all the time, so that's all I can really transition to be shocking or surprised. Whatever it could be, guys, it's more alarming. So I'm not going to really have something to transmit them. I do want to talk about, guys, Fallout, though. I'm actually not going to talk about Fallout today. So let's go ahead and jump to the other stuff. So I don't think a lot of you guys have heard or have somewhat to benefit in style. Well, guys, I do want to touch base on a couple things at the very top right now. If you guys were, one of you guys did talk about, did one of you guys in the chat, I know it's Strongest Power, talk about, I know a lot of you guys did talk about, Sega games like, say, Sonic, Star Fox, for example, a lot of other fun stuff, for example, and what people have been doing up these days.
Over here!
I know a lot of guys did talk about the games in general, about that in general, and have something to intervene with, or argue with it, or some sort of a bout to it. I know some of you guys did touch base about that. I mean, earlier today during the stream. Pretty much anything else to really have a lot of punctuation for it. But apparently, guys, Sega did have a developing remake, guys, of Jet Set Radio. And screenshots and gameplay was surface. But people are calling it, guys, bring in the noise and bring in the funk. I know who sang the song. I mean, people cannot be that jealous by singing it, or having the rhyme to it, or occupying it all the time. But knowing the words to the song. But remember, guys, it was not Chance the Rapper. It was not the Rest in Peace rapper, guys, and that's Notorious Big. I mean, without kidding aside, I mean, it was somebody else that did it. And it really had something to do by bringing the song to life. So, guys, so according to Sega, guys, they recently have leaked. Apparently, guys, Sega recently has really not exactly pushed their luck. But they do have the remake and the gameplay ready to go for the upcoming Jet Set Radio remake. I don't. Here's the thing, guys. 9 times out of 10, I don't know if I played Set Radio. That's kind of like playing Tony Hawk or have something to be built in on it. And yes, guys, with a question if
Hey,
necessary.
Buckethead.
I mean, I'm not sure if I play. I mean, yes, I played Tony Hawk Pro Skater Part 1 and Part 2 remake in the past. But 9 times out of 10, I do not remember. If I strongly remember, guys, tell me in the chat. Our strongest power today, guys. On a beauty Tuesday morning today, tell me if you recall in the chat. I mean, I remember playing Tony Hawk, but not exactly with Set Radio. I mean, you talk about playing an old classic skateboarding game. Now, people have remember playing when they were a kid, when they were growing up, when they would have something more to control it, and having their own destiny to hang in. Well, guys, we got not one. Well, we got about 2 wells now. I do want to mention if there's anything back here. I mean, yes and no. I mean, yes, guys, they do have 2 wells. So I do want to use this opportunity to, hold on, guys, since we got 2 wells right now, I probably want to, apparently, guys, I'm not going to be able to, I will not be able to do the same thing I've done before. I have someone to really draw attention towards. And that's what a lot of us are not thinking about thinking. So, guys, I'm gonna go and get this guy's attention again. Fun calls him Buckethead for a minute. And see where that goes from there. But apparently, guys, Sega does have to do gameplay. Not exactly the gameplay, exactly the gameplay itself. But they do have something to circulate involving on Set Radio. I mean, if we guys talk about games like that, for example, you talk about... So here's, I mean, let me lay it out for you. You talk about games that are much fun, a lot of music to surround it, a lot of stuff to benefit around it, and have something more fun to really take care of and take in all of a sudden. I mean, a lot of us do know, guys, that Tony Hawk is different. Towards what Set Radio does really exactly have to really bring in. And I do want to say yes, but not saying no or negative to question it. But speaking of questioning other stuff, guys, according to in-gaming news today, what was Strongest Power? So Val, make a little shout out, how you doing?
Very nice games.
By take a chance. Na 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 na. So that's Michael Jackson. The late R.I.P. guys of Michael Jackson. An awesome singer, a great dancer. Had his own court case over the years. That brother would never be misused or disrespectful to the environment. He brought something to this world. And he always did. He always did, guys. On the fans to entertain, and a lot of definition to take in. I mean, by any means necessary, yes, but never be as a way as much. Okay, speaking of other stuff today, for Strongest Power, of course, guys, I love Pokemon and respect it. I mean, Pokemon is one of the best RPGs of all time. I understand people can respond to Pokemon, but I told you guys in the past, and I mentioned this earlier, and I'm about to say it again. I'm not going back to Pokemon because I retired. I'm 31 years old now, and I don't think I'm gonna have anything to do with Pokemon. You know, with Ash Ketchum, Pikachu, and a lot of other characters to recommend. You know, it's also get much more of my attention. I mean, that's not exactly going to be the plan anymore. To be honest with you. But according to the company, guys, you guys know a game by heart by the name of Power World on Steam. So guys, let me lay it out for you. 6 months later today, a game called Power World with our strongest power. Power Guys Dev does insist Nintendo to yet make another complaint. I mean a stupid, accurate complaint right now. To think about Power World, for example. So apparently, guys, they are having a complaint despite Pokemon trying to have a rip-off complaint. I mean a rip-off thing that they've got going on to approach. And pretty much without any problems or have any threat to really surround anything from the ground up. So basically, guys, it does have a 6-month energy source, but not exactly bad enough to really question it. So if you guys think about it, if it's not necessary to really find it and secure it. Oh, guys, Vaughn is not exactly scared. Apparently, guys, we did use this one grinding stone, and we are looking for the secret treasure, but not until these two badass characters get to Vaughn first. And that would be, guys, for example, remember, guys, for example, one of the best Macenas of all time. If you guys remember, Baltier and Fran. Fran is always best, guys, with bow and arrow, and Baltier is really good with guns. Always has and always good with guns altogether. As far as I can really control, yes. But not exactly have something self-proclaimed either.
Person turquoise.
Singular Village Food, thank you for standing by with us. Nobody can tell it any other way. Whatever our song is power in hand. Okay, so we are now stuck at the secret passage. So what I'm going to do is, I understand my ass is really stuck, but we know how to. We do want to try to open this. So guys, we do have an exclamation point. I do want to. Oh guys, we do have a splits in front of us. Hold on, guys, let me jump into this real quick. Help me with anything. There we go. I'm going to bring another person on board on the Facebook. That's better. Oh, is it hot down there, Village Food? I mean, down in the Philippines today? Or exactly where you're at? I mean, really, guys. I mean, we are getting rain and thunder sometime today here in the state of Ohio, between city or state. I mean, just to really have something hot or cold to benefit. Now, speaking of Pokemon, guys, remember they are bringing Power World to the PlayStation consoles. I don't think I do not think I really do not think exactly. That was pretty much a surprise to me. Well, a lot of surprises for you guys in the chat. I do know, guys, the game itself is good for what it is. And it is exactly much more playable on Steam. But I don't know if I would really trust my instincts with that one.
Who are
And
you?
well, guys, here he comes.
I play the leading man.
One of my
Who
favorites,
else?
guys.
Fran,
Mr.
Magicite.
Baltier.
Now then.
Baltier, guys, is
that.
accompanied by Fran, by the
No,
way.
you won't. I found it. It's mine.
And I'm not gonna talk
And
about
then
the
when
rip
I
off
take it
for
from
Pokemon
you-
today.
Face orange flowing. Pride face orange flowing. Pride.
But nothing
face
else would
orange
really be
flowing.
under
Pride, face
circumstances.
orange flowing.
So guys, both Baltier and Fran, they're trying to stop Vaughn for taking this one treasure that they're trying to get from them.
Exit stage right.
Remember, guys, if you guys remember one line from Baltier from Final Fantasy
I like it
Tactics
better
War
that way.
Alliance, it's pretty much one of the best of them all. So remember, guys, my gun may be armed,
Mozo bro.
or my voice would be heard if my name's not Baltier. So guys, Baltier has been one of the biggest characters in
Pride face orange
War Alliance on Final Fantasy Tactics. But by far, guys, on Final Fantasy 12 as well. I do want to say that more to progress it.
Jack today join my gold members button.
More than handicap and also force it around it.
Red.
Hey, bro,
Hand.
bro Cuisine, make love shout out, brother. How you doing? How's it going today, bro? Thank you for coming by today. How are you? If you do not recall, bro, yesterday was my 31st birthday. If it is not, really ring a bell. But this game, but Final Fantasy XII Zodiac games, guys, this game is finally deserving the support and the popularity it's getting right now. It's about time, guys. We finally got something to prepare and always answer the questions on it. Now, I do want to talk about Power World for a minute. I mean, I understand there's something much more to occupy and reason with.
That's quite an entrance.
But I honestly do not think
If I didn't know better.
it's almost clearly to really, you know, guys, take care of and also have something to wait for. You want to have a blue, bro? Give me 1 second, brother.
Stop running!
Alright, guys, apparently both Vaughn and, the Great Baltier, they're trying to stop Vaughn from taking that orb.
End of the line. You have something that belongs to me.
Well, Baltier did pretty good in Final Fantasy XII. Well, Baltier's a badass, guys. He's going with any weapon he uses. I would have these three characters get out of here quick. I don't want us to have to make sure they're not doing something stupid either. Alright, guys, 569 mods, by the way. But I'll take it as it is.
Keep this up and I will.
I will do what he says, Vaughn. Trust me. As long as it's not Jesse McCartney trying to voice it.
What's going on?
Not a problem, bro. So yeah, guys, these three will get to know each other more later.
Not slipping.
Well, one of them wanted to deliver the orb just now, but no worries to attach it. Come on now. But no worries, guys. Apparently, both Balthier and Fran, they just wanted to get the treasure from Vaughn by calling in a stealing treatment.
It disappeared.
Forget it. Even if we could fly, the Ifrit's playing with fire, and I'd
Actually,
rather not get burned.
what was the true word, guys, from Balthier? My
We'll
weapon
go
may
the
be armed,
old-fashioned way.
and my name's not Balthier. That was, I mean, that's one of my important
Not many of you.
favorite lines from Balthier.
Vaughn.
Well,
Sorry.
according to Final Fantasy XII Zodiac gates,
Well,
After
Fran is special in that she
the-
deigned
after
to
the-
partner with a Hume.
the most
Oh?
completed, I mean,
Like
totally
a sky
completed
pirate
story,
that
guys.
chooses to steal
Final
through
Fantasy
sewers.
Tactics
Pirates?
Borderlands.
You're
The
sky
one because
pirates?
Balthier is not
So
exactly
you have an
in
airship?
It's
the
both
regular
here.
tactics game.
Listen, thief, Vaughn. If you ever want to see
Now
your
he
home
talk-
again,
now he
you'll do
talks about
exactly
Vaughn
as
being
I
a thief.
say. Myself, Fran, and you, we're working together now. Understood?
Look at this, guys. They're going to be partnering up Vaughn. Once I can do that, no problem.
Don't even think you're getting this.
I do want to get to
The
license
thought
points
never
too,
crossed my mind.
when we get the time.
Life reality US.
Give me 1 second, guys. When it's my left or right ear. So, our strongest power today, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Balthier and Fran have joined Vaughn
Cool games.
by any means necessary. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do license points real quick. I do want to talk about the job. I do want to mention something with the job stuff between Balthier and Fran, because I know they want to do something to work. I mean, have something to negotiate with. Alright, guys, we have Red Spiral. I'm not gonna unlock that anytime soon. Am I gonna do that yet? No. I'm probably gonna wait until the other characters get their own things, especially. Well, guys, speaking of other job stuff, I'm gonna jump much more into this in a second. In top stories today, guys, with our strongest power with gaming news. So, guys, the top stories today. There is a new Superman set with photos that reveal Mr. Terrific. So, in more glimpse, guys, of our strongest power of David, Colin Sweat, and costume. So, basically, guys, so including the Marvel or including the DC, what James Gunn, guys, in the DC Universe reboot, they do have a little more trustworthy in theory. With that in hand, with everything else not getting aside. Apparently, guys, they do have a little. They pretty much do have something to not exactly being foreseen and take care of otherwise. Between the Superman stuff in total. Alright guys, as far as other stuff goes with Baltier, I do want to do something to deal with for him. Especially with weapons. So guys, with his best ones, I can do Sakurai or Knight. So what I'm probably going to do, my strongest power in chat, Boost, what do you think? I don't know if it would be better as, Machinist. Good morning, Boost, make a love shout out to you, brother, how are you? As long as we're much more aware. I mean, if I had to guess, it would be probably just one strategy to fit in. I'm gonna get to both of you in a second. But as far as Fran goes, well, here's the thing, guys. Fran is good with anything that can really attract. And also take care of, as a matter of fact, in hand. So I feel like she would probably give something to begin with and handle. Well, guys, I'm gonna go and exit one page at a time. Because I don't want to have something get dry in front of me. Well, guys, I'm using the wave browser. So I'm just going to remove that. And I'm going to go ahead and start refreshing another website for this one. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to yahoo.com on this website. And I do want to have something to accomplish either way for this one. So other than that, guys, we want to see what these guys can really accomplish. You know, guys, between job stuff. So, or anything less, guys, I can just look up this crap on my phone. Hold on, guys, I'm going to see what I can do here. Can I go back to secure browser now? Or is the internet going to be a little more peachy? Actually, guys, apparently it's going to be untitled. Well, guys, I'm going to go back to wave browser just to make sure. Because I don't want to have something to have a bad idea or have anything by mistake. Give me 1 second. Well, guys, I'm going to go back to tabs. And get back to where we're at right now. As long as I can see what you guys are doing. Nothing could really be bad from the truth. Or far from anything else in return. But if anything else goes shallow, I'm probably going to be doing a different website, sadly. Hold on, guys. I want to do something right here. I'm going to go with TX browser for a minute. So like I said, guys, as far as the job stuff goes, hold on, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and open this crap. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna open this crap right now. I'm going to. Hold on, guys. I'm doing a different website right now before we get ourselves carried away. Hold on, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a quick sign in real quick. There we go. And since you guys are still with me, I'll double check the time in a second. Well, like I said, guys, speaking of Superman, I mean, I understand what they're gonna pretty much could be doing from the ground up. You know, guys, what the new logos for the new Superman actor. And I think according to what they're doing, I feel like they're gonna have something more custom made and doing something more comfortable for them. You know, accompanied by any means. You know, guys, with an opportunity that stands in front of it. And whatever is more, you know, guys, really set in stone. And everything else, guys, to appreciate the facts on it. And, so like I said, if everything else goes to plan, otherwise, guys, with our strongest power, I think everything else is going to be much more introduced and see what they can really bring towards the table. And showing what they've got in hand, because I think of a sending by Chris Mel. But like I said, I mean, if we're looking at it right now, I mean, like I said, guys, I mean, yes and no. As long as they always want to have something right and have something right, they really want to have something to begin with. Not exactly transform and belong anything else in return. So if I'm looking at it completely to really handle it, sending and delivering it, I feel like they want to have something to drag. I mean, we already know who's playing Lois Lane. I'm guys who is exactly playing Lois Lane, you know, from top to bottom, as far as what we know right now. So I think everything else would always be the same, but not exactly being taking anything else underground. And keeping everything else in between, and having not exactly spread lies or rumors. So we're gonna have to see what they could really stand up for, and take anything else in return. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and bring the other website real quick. That would be Wave Browser, so that way I can see what I'm doing. I'm doing the Opera browser real quick. Hold on, guys. What are the 5 tabs again? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to see what I'm doing. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to see what we're up to. Oh yeah, guys. Hold on. Maybe I can do something like this. But like I said, I mean, if we're thinking about it, I think everything else is going to be trustworthy and have something newsworthy. Well, guys, the new Superman that James Gunn is still actually doing, that will not be presented and be arriving until next year. So we're still gonna have a lot of stuff to think about before we get prepared and get a lot of stuff to reason with, and also occupied too. So we'll see what everything else can really bring in. But as far as anything else, guys, to be open and honest with you, of our strongest power right now, I mean, yes and no. Whatever they really wanna prefer, they can probably do something here and there. Well, guys, as far as Balthier goes, I actually do know what Balthier wants to really get. Well, guys, Balthier, I can give him White Maize or some other stuff. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and give him White Maize. I'm probably gonna give him White Maize for this one. So, guys, let's go ahead and jump into White Maize for Balthier real quick. I know he's gonna have not much with guns, but I'm gonna give him that later. So, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start giving him Kill and Blinder. And then I'm gonna give him Amulet. And the thing about these guys, they're really nice to really use. They really are. I'm gonna go and give him Mystic Armor. And then I'm gonna give him Magic Lore. And then go from there in return. And then I also want to bring, you guys remember, I still have Reddit. So I'm not going anywhere without a fight of our strongest power in hand. To keep everything else under control and keep everything else in a better, higher power. As long as we keep everything else in between, not exactly underneath it, we'll be fine. Well, guys, I also want to bring the walkthrough of the Legend of Dragoon as well. Guys, that game is every 3 to 4 days a week. So I do want to have something to take in, and also benefit too. Well, guys, as far as Fran goes, oh boy, let me double check in a second. I'm gonna bring up Neil Seeker for the Legend of Dragoon right now. I do want to bring that one in quick. And then what I'm also going to do is bring, I still want to try to bring and have something to obtain too. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to bring up something carefully. Okay, it's Knight and Bootsy for Vaughn. And then, as far as Fran goes, Well, apparently, guys, Fran could be a machinist or the other one. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and give Fran machinist. I'm gonna go and give her that now. Well, guys, machinist for Fran. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and slowly rock and roll. Well, guys, it's accessories for 3, and then I'm gonna go with the beginning stuff first before we get ourselves out of the way. Then I'm gonna go and give her some of that real quick, and then give everything else in a tall, great order. And I also want to bring baseball into this too. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna bring this one up real quick. I mean, I'm as long as we're not at fault, guys, between internet browsers. That way, I can keep everything else under control. And everything else preparing. There we go. Tucson, thank you for swapping your link, brother. Emmy Onipeg, thank you for standing right in with us. What about song is power here today, too? So, guys, everything else should be in between. Masoya, thank you so much for that, too. I might be swapping a little bit more on Super Chat soon. As long as people are reasoning with that, and also occupying it, we still have no problems to really take in. Well, we should be okay. Nobody should ever be reasoning with that, or take any ideas for it either. But we should be fine as it is. Hold on, let me go ahead and start going from the bottom real quick, and then go to references. So yeah, guys, I'm back to the different internet browser on my PC right now. I'm using the... I'm only using the one thing that makes it necessary for me. I'm gonna go to game 2 right there. And then, like I said, guys, we should be just fine from there. Keep everything else preparing, and always reassuring. To see what it can really look like in return. Well, guys, I think we're gonna wrap everything up for today too. Give me 1 second. Actually, guys, we are. Give me 1 minute. But everything else, guys, should be fine the way it is. We have everybody with their first job titles, and everything else in balance. More glue, guys, and once more completed. But what I want you guys to do, since we're wrapping everything up today, with our strongest power, of our 569 mods also, I do really want you guys to increase my watch hours more, and my followers. Even though YouTube really wants to do whatever they want with that in hand, nothing else is going to be stopped. I mean, nothing else is going to be stopping. We're going to keep on doing what we're doing, get back to what we're able to do, get back to Essence very soon. And you guys have no problems to really take care of, so we're going to keep everything else under control soon. We're still going to wait another couple weeks to tally it, but like I said, we'll be fine. But watch hours and followers are very important on the channel. Before we get ourselves crazy, and pretty much more to consider. But alright, guys, speaking of considering stuff, that's gonna wrap everything up for today. So guys, here's the deal. Guys. Tonight, I'm not sure what my true love is gonna be doing. I've heard we're getting rain today. Rain and thunderstorms today. So from what I can see, my plan, guys, for the next stream for the plan. The next stream, guys. My next stream, guys. It'll probably be back on Thursday. So remember, guys, my next live stream is probably gonna be back on Thursday mornings so I will be back on Thursday morning, guys. Get back to new episodes of Assassin's Creed Mirage from there. Get everything else with our question and get everything preparing. Get everything else under control and preparing. And everything else, etc., etc. So guys, here's the deal. Remember, guys, I will not be live tomorrow. As I mentioned before, I don't ever live stream on Wednesdays and Fridays. So everything else should be the same, but not exactly be accurate. And much more to reason and have everything else engaging in between it. So yeah, like I said, I will be back live on Thursday mornings We're gonna jump back into Assassin's Creed Mirage, and then we're gonna have some more with Spider-Man 2 this coming Saturday and Sunday mornings. And I always say, guys, same time, same channel. So we're gonna get back into Spider-Man 2 on Saturday and Sunday mornings, and then go from there with before that we'll be back with what was I thinking, guys? Oh yeah, Assassin's Creed Mirage by then. So we'll keep everything else under control from there, and see what happens. We're doing on the cases and the other stuff not that hard to get. But I do want to thank you guys for joining me today, guys, with our strongest power today. More to hold on, and also have everything else be nice, be perfect, and everything else more exciting to watch. We can say we're sounding good, guys. We can say we're great, perfect, and also having a lot of spots for these to really begin otherwise. And yes, guys, the space that we use. One space at a time, guys, is all it takes. What I mean, guys, one act of random kindness. But alright, guys, like I said, I'll be back on Thursday in the mornings. We'll have Assassin's Creed Mirage back on board. I did do enough episodes of The Legend of Dragoon this week. That's still gonna be every 3 to 4 days a week, every week on the schedule, going forward. So guys, if you guys want to catch more, Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac aids every Tuesday mornings, guys, for 95 plus, plus an hour and 40 plus that I'm announcing right now. What you guys should do, what you guys really want to do, is like it, support it, tweet it out, and follow it. Always by liking and sharing the stream, guys. Like and share the stream, like and share the stream. And if there's any newer games you guys want to check out, bring everything else old to new, and have your voices be heard by having any games that you guys think that should be belong in the schedule alone, have something brilliant alone today, all you guys need to do is hit that like button, support button, and comment. Because my 31st birthday was yesterday, it was good. Pretty much from top to bottom, standing tall, and always have a heavy heart, be spoiled, all thanks to the Lord too. And also our families and also good friends, to really see what people really need and want in total. But other guys, all we need to do, you guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. By building our strongest power, building our followers, our views, our thumbs up, and everything else, guys, on board too. When we get the time and get the chance. But remember, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. Love, support, and respect is the key, guys. Stay awesome and creative. And have your voices be heard and always be heard, guys, when we have something to prepare. Nobody deserves to back up now. We always want to have something to start with, begin with, and take care of. By taking care of ourselves first, and taking care of you guys too. I mean, not exactly what we need, but what we really, really want to really exist on YouTube. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. And one of our strongest power, guys, are 569 mods right now. Now, you guys want me to get back to what I'm doing, with super chats and a lot of fun stuff soon. Like I said, guys, it's going to be after the end of this month in June. Not to really kid around or kid aside either. But we will be back in a higher power. And much more to risk it, if we can. But anytime we manage to find people, guys, and have a lot of people to group with, have a lot of partnership to help with, and also doing something that we've done before, all we need to do, guys, is follow and share it on our social media and our social podcast services. Always the same apps, guys. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit. When we go live, notifications will always be on at all times. Have our followers, our thumbs up, and our views be uploaded as well. When there's a time, there's always a way. And when there's a way, guys, there's every single opportunity from the ground up and always here from now. And our voices be heard too when we can really carry it from top to bottom. But remember, guys, like and share the stream, I always encourage the others, guys, by building our strongest power to like and share the stream, be it in great. And what we do, guys, by building watch hours and building live streams, boosting our views, our thumbs up, and our followers. Remember, guys, all we need to do, as we watch videos, always watch videos in full. Like and share the stream, guys, on our social media. And always our biggest podcast services all around. Our strongest power, guys, of our group and our popularity, our energy, and a lot of support, guys, more the merrier. And our podcast services, guys, like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit, and anything else we can really start thinking of. But that's going to wrap everything up for today, guys. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Jonathan Rivera, are you able to do something about my boosting? My followers, thumbs up, and views for me, please. If we can get the entire KB team and a lot of our 569 mods to do something with that in hand, have a nice round of applause and a warm welcome. Guys, that's going to be something more worthy. Much more to prepare, and much more exciting to watch out for, too. So, and we can get a lot of that energy floating by and have everything else increasing. We're still going to do a lot of that no matter what. By the time I get Essence back in order, we're going to get everything else increased as much as we can. But yeah, guys, you guys have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. Be good to one another. Be kind and love one another. So my next stream, guys, is Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'll be back Thursday mornings after tomorrow, guys. I mean, we're going cheerleading tomorrow night between 6 and 7. So we're going to go from there and go from there pretty much most of the time. Have the new cheer routine. Have a lot of fun stuff with practicing involving it. I might go back to Bible study in the morning tomorrow, but we'll see how things up. Things could rally and also take lots more into balance and be notified. But yeah, guys, I will see you guys back on Thursday in the mornings. We'll be back with our strongest power by then. We'll have more Assassin's Creed Mirage for you guys, like we're supposed to. After what happened last week, after the internet was flushed down the toilet and was not listening to me, and get back where we're supposed to. So you guys have a good rest of your Tuesday. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And until then, I will see you guys